Hey, it's Adam from Outlier. I'm going to show you how you can use those fun 30% boosts that you're probably getting on FanDuel and how you can apply them for Major League Baseball, specifically with some plus EV plays. Oh, the trendy word. Again, a reminder on that trendy word. It just means that you're getting something that's good market value. And if you get something that's good market value over and over again, the analogy I like to use is you're going to win or you're going to get something free out of it. You buy 9 bottles of wine that cost you, that you saved enough that you got a 10th one for free. That's EV. But for this purposes, for real, what it generally is going to mean is that you're going to lose less over time. Doesn't always mean you're going to win, but you're going to lose less over time. Something I've noticed from betting a lot of home run props is that FanDuel tends to be the sharpest book for home runs. When a number is plus EV there, that guy is someone who I want to look at for taking a home run. That being said, we're going to dive right in. So look, we have on, I love doing this. There it is. 30% profit boost is happening on FanDuel. Okay, great. So what do we want to do? Here's the big strategy when you get these. It doesn't make a lot of sense to take a long shot and make it into a bigger long shot. 60-1 to 90-1. Okay, great. You're still basically getting less than a percentage chance of these things hitting. But where you can use it really well is when you have things that you already are seeing as a good price and are already beating market, and then you make the percentage and the return even better. So you're basically taking a good bet and making it better. That is a very good approach to use for boosts. Take a plus EV bet, make it better. Take a collection of plus EV bets that you might find that are correlated, put them together, parlay it with a boost. So let me show you right now what I mean, while I also cap a little bit of baseball for you guys. I got asked this all the time. What is the way that you do home run capping? And so look, the way that I do home run capping is pretty simple. I kind of go through Outlier. I like to take a look at, who's been doing them lately. I don't really want to take a guy who has never hit a home run, but we're early in the season. That being said, I go through and I look, and I knew that I wanted one in this Phillies game because I know that it's a small ballpark. It's a hitters-friendly park. And the Phillies don't do pretty well against left-handers. So JT Realmuto, he is coming up. Check this out. So JT Realmuto obviously had one at the end of the year last year in the playoffs. Kudos to the tech team. I didn't realize we had the playoffs in there now. Great. But he had one a couple days ago against Atlanta. Here's why I like him. Green. All green and just slightly red, but it's like by a percentage point. You want this left-handed pitcher, him versus the pitcher handedness, to match up with the pitcher handedness against the batter handedness. I think that this is great. Let's then go look at some of the pitches that he throws. He throws a fastball, which is JT's not as great at. Throws a curveball, JT's also not as great at. Basically, we've learned. Oh, okay. And then he has a changeup. He actually throws them all equally, so it's good. Overall, it's a good matchup. Bear with me because we probably wouldn't take JT if I saw that stuff before I recorded this. But to give you an idea, that's a good one. So anyway, we take JT. We go here. We go into, we're in FanDuel. And then you might want to look at the home runs. You go to the batter props and you go to the home runs and you're seeing that you have a plus EV play right here of plus 560. You want to add that 30% onto here. So whatever's going to happen is going to take a play that already had a good likely chance of hitting and make it go higher. Another way to go about this is to find, you'll get a lot of times you'll get a SGP. You'll say, hey, it's 3 plays that you can do in the same game. All right, cool. The approach is still the same. Look for plays, use Outlier, look for plays that are plus EV, look for plays that are already beating market. When you're taking a plus EV play, you want to see that it's something that's going to back you up anyway, that, hey, there's a reason why someone was hitting this and the line's better. So let's take a look. We can look right now. We scan through and we can see where we find a couple of these plus EV symbols. I think the things that I know that you can parlay are bases. You can't parlay hits, runs, RBIs there. You can do home runs, which is kind of crazy. Strikeouts is a good one. And I believe you can do doubles and singles and stuff, but these are the good ones for now. Okay. Perfect. Great one right here. Christopher Sanchez. He is, let's see, has he got a plus EV line at? Yes, he does. He has a very plus EV line over at FanDuel. We're going to take him. We're pretending to build ourselves a SGP that would go onto FanDuel, and then we would add a boost to it. So I would always recommend maybe not doing more than 3. Usually you might have like a 400 plus 400 minimum. or just go with it. You don't need to go super big, but try to get them that they're all good numbers. So if we think that Sanchez is going to have over 5.5 Ks, probably means that we don't want to take a ton of guys on the Reds because look, we want a positive game script for the Phillies. So let's take a look and see what we have here. As I mentioned before, look, JT has a good matchup. Let's, instead of taking his home run, though, look, if a guy can hit a home run and he's a good matchup for his home run, he's probably a good matchup for this. And he's an outstanding matchup for the total bases. Let's see. We can actually probably change that to hit, except it's worse price. So let's do this. Is it there? Is the best one? Oh, we don't even have one on that. So kind of ruined my bit as we did it. But let's find one. You know what? For argument's sake, we'll make it the home run. Okay. So, okay. Christopher Sanchez and over that. And then let's see. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to look at the game itself, and I like to see if there is another angle that is that works, that is part of the cap, seeing if there is maybe a first 5 total, something like that. If it's plus EV, that's a good one to kind of throw on there. Not really seeing anything. Let's see if we can find stuff on the props. Who else does really well? We can do a head-to-head and just see what we get here. I like this and this. You know what? This one, is this one good? Let's see. That one's nope. We want one that's going to be on that's got the best price on FanDuel, and this one does not. This one does not. Alec Bohm. Look, we could go for broke. Why don't we just say, what if Nick Castellanos was part of it? We had 2 home runs. Let's just call it that way. This is, by the way, a parlay that I wouldn't necessarily recommend, but we don't have a ton of plus EV plays. I would maybe look at some of the hits and stuff there. We'll call it even. Actually, we'll find. We think we like Castellanos, right? So let's find his hits. Okay, cool. His hit right there. Boom. Okay, cool. It's not as great of a price, but just humor with me. A majority of your parlay should be a plus EV thing. And so you take that, you would add that to the bet slip. And then what you do is you'd add the 30 that would be on here. So it's pretty much like, it's pretty easy to kind of figure out how you want to do these things. And I'm sure that you've seen a lot of guys on Twitter saying, hey, I got a home run parlay. Here's how it works. The trick on all of it when you're using a boost is to take something that is already a good price and make it better. You don't have to do an SGP like this. I would say maybe just boost someone's low home run. Maybe Ronald Acuna earlier in the day, he had a home run of plus 320 and it was plus EV. That's not really a huge price. Make that thing 5-1 by putting the boost on it. But don't just wing things on a boost. You're going to win with a boost a lot more if you find plus EV angles for it. I know this was a long-winded video, but hopefully you guys took something away from it. I'm Adam. I will be back with more videos soon.